200-acre land. All the greens are mango. This is palm, which is just down here. That's how we enter the farm. So that thing is the road. And this is a GPS map anyway. So it's a GPS. Okay. So you can tell straight from this map that we didn't just come here and started doing farming. There was a lot of thought through it, because we try to instill a sense of ownership even in the workers.
Okay.
So I don't want to say I you know, and so people come and tell me they are stealing our mangoes, they are stealing the workers, they are stealing our oranges. Because,
You have a sense of ownership.
Sense of ownership. A ton of mangoes export price goes for something like 2,000 euro. Acre land. And that's the demarcation. Now, in terms of wherever, it's close to 5 kilometers square. All right, in terms of the full area. So the green portion, as you can see from the legend, is mango. Okay, all the greens are mango. This is palm, which is just down here. That's how we enter the farm. So that thing is the road. And this is a GPS map anyway. So it's a GPS map. The orange was when we started developing cashew. We've developed all this side. We'll show you. That one is somewhere up there.
Okay.
These ones are orange fields. And we have 3 main varieties of orange. The predominant one is called Late Valencia. Okay, Late Valencia is from somewhere in Latin America. And then we have Botanic, which is, I think, mostly here. That one is also Brazilian. Okay. And then we have the one which is red orange, the one that is that one I think sits somewhere here. That is tea. Now the tea
has no drinking.
The reforestation, which is the tea, was deliberately planted to sort of fix the ecosystem. As we were driving, you could see that no trees, no bushes, whatever. So before we planted anything, for 4 years, we first of all tried to fix the ecosystem by planting the tea. So we get, on the average, we get more rainfall. And I mean, if this was the rainy season, you could even see water dripping. You know, even when it's not raining, sometimes you see water dripping from the trees.
Isaac, pay attention because I'm going to write a paper on this.
So we planted them strategically very close to some of this infrastructure are here because we have to meet those standards.
Okay.
So it sits on 3 main pillars. First of all, you look at food safety. So everything we have here, even the way when we harvest mango, the way it comes, the flow. You don't take mango through the same door and all of that. You come, you clean, you put in the packs, the export trucks sit here. The aircraft would have landed already and they've hinted us. The moment they land, they start harvesting. So we try to meet. When we load, the trucks take off from here and they go straight to the airport. And then the cargo aircrafts are sitting. So they give us the order, they say, okay, give us 200 tons. And then we just pack everything. The trucks are refrigerated so they can fix the temperature and fix the foods so they don't start ripening. So we deliver through here, the trucks are here and they just take off. They all have these GPS things, so if the trucks get stuck on the way, they pick it straight away and then they can come and redeem. So it's all synchronized, you know. So basically, that is it. We are certified. And then I said food safety, the way we handle food. In fact, even when they are handling, we have about 150 people working on the exports. Anytime we're harvesting mangoes alone, you don't have to even keep long nails. So we actually get the ladies who are handling to cut their nail, because if your nail pricks the fruit, bad. There should be no blemish on the fruit.
What a wow.
So we go through all of that. So, having said, I'm sure we'll do a lot more talking. Let's just walk. I'll show you a few of the facilities.
And greet the goods. We're going to greet the goods.
Wait a minute. I have a question.
Yes.
I want to ask a question.
Okay.
Clap for him.
Good.
Yeah.
We. Are we talking about PLC or a private company?
It is.
Because some of us would like to buy into it.
Yes.
So is it a PLC?
It is a private limited liability company.
So it's not a public one.
No, it's not a public.
I
keep saying we because we try to instill a sense of ownership even in the workers.
Okay.
So I don't want to say I you know, and so people come and tell me they are stealing our mangoes, they are stealing the workers, they are stealing our oranges. Because,
You have a sense of ownership.
Sense of ownership.
Next question.
Yes. I'll add another to what I asked. I was asking which of all the crops you have on the farm is most paying. And what is your relationship with GRA in all these activities?
Okay. First of all, let me handle the GRA one. We benefited from their tax amnesty, which they released last year. But we've been filing taxes, even though a lot of the agricultural enterprises are not taxed. But we still file. We still file and we get our tax certificates. It's a requirement, otherwise Global Gap will not buy your mangoes. So that's the first one. Then the most profitable are greens. Okay? Let me just try without disclosing too much.
Look of you.
A ton of mangoes will fit that. Probably if you put it there and you raise it, that bucket will pick up. That's about a ton. That's about a ton.
Flat or mountain raised?
No, not mountain. Up to the bucket, up to the level of the that's about a ton. A ton of mangoes. Export price goes for something like €2,000. So if you can fill mangoes up to that,
are you doing direct
exporting?
Sorry, are you the one that exporting?
I'm not doing it directly, but with the Global Gap certification, now we've been using an export agent. But we will.
I asked that question.
But follow-up question.
Follow-up question.
Let me.
I didn't know.
So a ton goes for about €2,000. Roughly, that's about what?
About 12,000. 10 to 11
Ghana cedi. All right. We harvest not less than 500 tons. So that, what are we talking about?
Talking about
5 billion.
So what I'm saying is, if I left, no, it's a lot. So we're talking.
Next question.
Nana, please. No, please. Just Mr. President. You're talking. If you do, so we're talking gross income. From mango alone. If we're exporting everything, we don't export everything, but I'm just using the export as a base. If we're exporting everything, we're talking of about 5 million Ghana cedis, which is about $1 million in one season. And there are 2 seasons in a year. All right, we can induce flowers by applying some hormones certified by Global Gap, and you apply it 4 months, whether it's raining or shining, whatever, the flowers will come anyway. So we can do all of that. So you're talking of what? $1.5 million every year from mango alone. Now cashew, I don't want to talk about it because cashew is about twice as profitable as mango. And it's less expensive. Now mango, you're talking of gross margins of not less than 35%. Net margin. So ultimately, after you've taken care of your costs and operational whatever, if you make $1 million and you're left with about $400,000.
That's all right.
It's more than that, you know. And then the others. So this enterprise here could be grossing maybe up to 8 million Ghana cedis in a year. Maybe the target is about 10 million Ghana cedis a year. So we're talking of about $2 million. Gross. Now nobody in between that and net so many things, because if we are exporting, we freight from here. Those trucks cost money. The air freight is very expensive.
Very.
Per kilo. They will weigh everything when it's palletized. It goes handling over there, insurance at destination, all of that. All right. In Ghana, we sell to Blue Skies. We sell to HPW. These are all foreign processing companies. One is Swiss, German. Blue Skies, I think, is British, and all of that for their processing. Some of them process into mango chips. Where we are going in terms of mango is to try to. I'm talking to some external people if we can have micro processing on this farm. We can actually process mango chips,
Adding value.
which is processed and sold to Israel and Europe. HPW does that. Yeah, they like dry fruits. Absolutely. So we can do that, and I'm told that there are even solar-powered factories. You know, there's a lot of sunshine. So anyway.
I know in South Africa they are even doing that for oranges.
Is that a question? Contribution.
Yes.
Contribution.
3 issues that are they are easy.
Questions or issues?
This is the first time we are seeing Quafre Company Limited. We heard about Ben something in the past.
Ben Johnson.
And I would like to know the connection between that and this one. That is one.
Yes.
And then, how difficult has it been to access capital for such an enterprise? You need to have a lot of capital. And what are the challenges that you have had, and how easy has it been? And number 3, what is the extent of mechanization for that you have gotten involved? Thank you.
That's why you're the
Start
president.
from the easiest. Quafre came after Benocop. Okay, I'm sure where we hosted last night is Benocop. That was the hotel enterprise which we've suspended for now, so that we can focus. We're looking at where our bread is buttered. So obviously it's here, not the 50 Ghana and 100 Ghana hotel. Too much trouble. So we've suspended that. But in terms of directorship and ownership, same. All right? That's also incorporated. So our incorporation really is agriculture, hospitality, all of those things you can have when you are registering. You know, so it's all there. So if you like, Benocop, it's like the group name, subsidiary, and then this is the subsidiary. In terms of access to finance, extremely tough. I'm sure that those of us who are close to the banks, you know, the banks are very sensitive. In fact, they don't want to lend to agriculture, and it's understood. It's understood. All the risk. Now, what the government is doing, and it's been announced when we went to Tamale, is that, first of all, and the other reason why agricultural lending is even difficult is because of the interest rates. Apart from mango, where you can get between 30 to 40% net margin, you are not likely. So if you borrow money and you're paying 27%, it's a complete loss. I mean, financial charges alone will take away all your money. Not to talk about your operational costs. So anyway, it's out of the question.
And then you invest in something like TIC, which is about 18.
And you know, the long gestation. Okay? So, what government has announced with Agric Bank is that they've dropped interest rates to 15%.
For farmers.
Farmers, just for Agric. But they must be verified. It was announced. I mean, the CEO of ADB, you know, I had a one-on-one with him. They are even yet to pay me that price, I have to submit business plans and how the money will be spent and Ghana. So I have to go and present, and when that is accepted, before I have access, you know. So he confirmed it's coming on stream, so that will help. 15%. If you go into high profitable areas, the mango is definitely profitable. So if you go in there, you make some money. Otherwise, access to finance is tough, extremely tough. You can imagine how much capital has gone into developing this place over the last 15 years. It could, alternatively, it could have gone into very shining things in Accra. You know what I'm talking about. Our brother is here, so much money. But it's worth it. It's not just about returns, it's also about giving, you know, fulfillment and all of that. So in terms of challenges, we got challenged with weather. Most of the crops we have here, you need to synchronize when you plant and the weather. When mango, you even have to time when you induce to get flowers. If you get flowers and it's raining, you not get a single fruit. It all gets moldy. So you time such that it will flower just at the peak of, and pollinate just at the peak of Harmattan. And then when it sets fruits also, it doesn't delay too long before the rains come, because otherwise then the set fruits will drop. They will abort. So you need irrigation. All right? We don't have irrigation at the moment. But Exim Bank, which used to be EDF, are financing irrigation. They're financing, there's a place down there, they're ready to sink wells, motorized, solar powered, and all of that. So we can irrigate and control that. Otherwise, it's a big challenge. The other one is market access. Oranges, you find some oranges, you know, so much. Sometimes we just can't sell. We don't have any serious concentrate processing. So oranges are tough. They are all over. I mean, I've been joking that sometimes I call people, we beg you, come and take some. So it's tough. Palm is getting better. Even palm was a challenge, but now we have 2 foreign-based processors. There's a Dutch company in Ashanti region. They are buying. I think the 2 buyers will arrive whilst we are here.
So one tractor loaded.
The tractors have loaded. There's more there. So every month they are picking something like 15 to 20 tons. Every month. And palm you harvest throughout the year anyway. So that is not bad. Teak. I'm told, long term. But apart from that, I'm told that the Chinese have developed, you know, all the things they can do with wood. You know, artificial and all that. So it's a challenge for teak. So teak value has dropped. So it's a big challenge. But we didn't plant with the intention of selling to. We just planted to fix the eco. So you see the teak lined all over. Windbreaks. And then there's a big challenge for mango, which is a bacterial disease called BBS. It hits your farm and you can lose all in 10 days. You know, it hits it just pricks, the bacteria pricks the fruit. And normally it's about 3 weeks to 1 month. When you're close to harvesting and you spent all the money, then it starts. After 3 days, that place will rot, and then you find the fruits down. So you need to fight it with a lot of copper-based fungicides. Expensive. So if you plant windbreaks, because apparently it's airborne, it comes through the air, you know, started from Burkina and is in Ghana. So if you have trees, so we started planting acacia. But that's government's project. They're doing it for us for free. So if you have windbreaks, it filters the disease, you know, the pathogens, and they don't come through. So these are some of the challenges. So mostly it's finance, market access, and disease. The other one is bushfire.
What about pests?
Yes, pest and disease.
Was that a question?
Yes, Doc. Yes. Mechanization is quite low at the moment, apart from a few tractors and pickups we have around. Very low mechanization. 2 main reasons. It's expensive, you've got to go wisely and mechanize, you know, you can't. The second reason is that some of the things we plant don't lend themselves easily. I mean, mangoes, you harvest mangoes over 8-week period. Can even be 12 weeks. The reason is that some will ripe before the others. So you need human trained eyes. You just can't go and pull all the fruit. So they hold the, especially exports, they hold the fruit and wearing their gloves, and they know. I'll show you we induce a few trees and we have some fruits that I'll show you. Signs that shows that the mango is ripe. So with that, using machines could be a challenge. But otherwise, it's just the tractors. We are hoping that we can move into processing, which is our next target in the next 12 months. That is it. Somebody also floated the idea that with a structured farm like this, there are not many of them in the country, we can go into agricultural tourism.
Just like we are doing.
Well, okay. This is actually a representative of the European Union. They came here on a bus and they suggested it straight away that there are tourists who come and they want to see a farm in Africa. They want to see cashew nuts hanging on them, you know. So there are plans to develop a few facilities here. We'll have a chat. I had a chat with Roger last night. We will do it.
You're sleeping.
I thought you had a question.
Yes.
This is not PLC.
The issue of human resources.
Any plans for future storage in case there's a delay?
Storage.
For transportation.
These crepes are storages, okay? That's one. We call them
Storage
bags or
and
crepes,
processing.
whatever. We crepes. Yeah, we keep the maize until the price goes up. I mean, this is a small season.
But for the mangoes,
Oh, for the mangoes, no.
It's always-
That's why we want to process. That's why we want to process into yes, dried mangoes. Yeah, otherwise, no. Okay.
What do you mean, That's right. Kampala all the way.